should be a pretty short video this week. Probably has the title of Why I Don't Follow the News. When you watch this recently to when it was uploaded, it'll probably be very clear that it is kind of stirred up by one thing, but it's also stirred up by one person who will not be named, but yeah, as we like to say in our house, I have opinions on some of their actions. Towards this person, I would like to ask two simple questions. Do I follow the news? The title of this video makes it pretty obvious that the answer to that would be no, I don't. Even with the huge, well, I have no idea if it's huge because, like I said, I don't follow the news, but with the huge or large or relatively largely sized thing that is currently going on, as usual, I try to keep my videos very independent of time. Whenever you watch it, you shouldn't need extra information to be able to follow it. The only time when additional information should be required is when it is a later part of a series. Part 2 of my Dishonored playthrough can rely on you having watched part 1. Other than that, it needs to, or at least I try to make every video of mine independent of time. So really just insert whatever disaster is currently going on into the spot of what's currently in the news, and it should work. But yeah, despite the huge thing that's currently going on, that currently is having updates thrown about over the news, I don't follow it. The second question I would like to ask this person is, why don't I follow the news? This is very simple. I have personally struggled with depression. And I might currently be struggling with depression, though I'm currently in a relatively good place for the most part. But I do take certain precautions because of my depression, or my reoccurring depression cycles, or however you want to fucking call it. Basically, I try to make sure I don't get depressed. This seems like a good idea. Part of this is searching out things that just make me happy. If you have seen previous videos of mine, or if you have watched my Twitter recently, you'll know that I'm pretty into My Little Pony. Both Friendship is Magic, which is, I think, Generation 4? Pretty sure. And currently especially Equestria Girls, because oh my god, that show is fucking awesome. But that's not what this video is about. But I deliberately seek out things that just please me, that just make me smile. I put more effort into actually smiling, and a lot of minor things to just kind of help me be happy, feel happy, experience happiness. On the flip side, I avoid things that make me not happy. Now, it's very hard to avoid everything. Or at least, it's relatively hard to avoid everything, and if you want your life to function, it's impossible. You can avoid everything, but then it will bite you in the ass. Well, you can avoid everything in the short term, and then a month later, people start knocking on your door because, hey, you need to pay up. So, while I can't avoid everything, I try to avoid as much useless negativity as possible. Useless negativity is, well, exactly what the words say it is. It is negativity that I don't have a use for. Someone in your close family is sick. that is negativity that, I need to know. Someone in your extended family that you have seen somewhere is sick. I don't think I would need to know that. Would I see them? Would I notice it? Is there anything I can do about it? If not, I don't need to know. Some people got shot in another country. Well, that's too bad for them really, but I can't do anything about it. It's not relevant to me. It's just useless negativity. And the news is at least 90% useless negativity. It is stuff that doesn't matter to me, and so only feeds into my depression, and so I don't watch it. Now, this useless negativity also means that I kind of take issue with other things. For instance, if someone complains to me about how they had a shit day. Now, on one side, I want to be caring and I attempt that as much as I can. But on the other side, it is just negativity that I can't do anything with. Well, that depends of course on the person. With some people it leads to interesting discussions, and with other people it's just them complaining. I've become rather intolerant of just complaining. Complaining for complaining's sake is not something you really should do around me, because, well, I'll call you out for it. I'll call you out for it. Well, there are 3 things I might do. First, I might try to make it appear not as bad. Try to help both of us not be depressed by it. Second is, I'll call you out for just complaining, which is useless. Is you complaining helping anyone? Is it making the situation better? If not, shut the fuck up. Third option, when the first 2 don't work or I can't really do either of the first 2, I'm going to ignore you. You're just the news to me now. Sure, you're somewhere saying bad things that happened. I don't give a fuck. I am not going to listen to you. Oh, you had a bad day? Well, that sucks for you. Don't come to me with it. I don't care. Well, that might not even be true. I might care, but I'm not going to listen to it. Because it's just negative for me. If it's just going to harm me, I'm not going to listen to it for your sake. So, this might be a video that was just to kind of give a bit more insight on this weird person that calls themselves Phoenix. This might be a video I just sent to the person who I currently kind of have an issue with, to just make them point out, hey, I'm this person, I am doing this, you can figure out the rest from there. At least I fucking hope so. Or the third option, someone may watch this and realize that, oh, this might actually be pretty good for me too. This might actually help me in actually feeling better, or I can try this, I can try to avoid useless negativity. And obviously I hope for the last one. Now, not because I want people to do things the way I do them. I don't care for that particularly much. But that one kind of relies on this can help me, and if anyone can be helped mentally in any way, that is always a good thing. I don't care where it comes from. If it actually helps anyone, it's a good thing. And just to end this video, I want to leave you with a simple but funny and relevant joke. The news is basically someone saying to you, good evening, and then giving you a list of reasons why it's not. This has been Phoenix. saying farewell.